Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to SLS Unsanctioned, presented by Monster Energy. I'm Andrew Cannon and I'll be your host today as we watch 10 of the world's best street skaters battling it out head to head to be crowned the first ever SLS Unsanctioned Champion. Let's meet the skaters. Dashawn Jordan, Ishod Wair, Paul Rodriguez, Jamie Foy, Carlos Ribeiro, Manny Santiago, Torey Pudwill, Felipe Gustavo, Matt Berger, and Kelvin Hoefler. All right, so that right there is 10 amazing skaters. Now that you know who's competing, let's find out exactly how it's going down and talk about the format. This event is going to be like an SLS contest with a little bit of a twist. Similar to Street League, each skater is going to have 2 runs and 4 best trick attempts. The highest scored run and the 2 highest best trick scores will account for their total score. Now, we're only going to be doing whole scores and 0.5s. We're talking halves. So you could get a 7, a 7.5, an 8, and 8.5. You could also get a solid 10 today. Hopefully we see it. The most important thing to understand is that on any single score, the highest you can get is a 30 overall. Because it's not going to be the average, we're adding the scores up. We're super excited because we have a panel of 3 amazing judges. Let's learn more about them.
My name is Nyjah Huston. I'm from Davis, California. What am I looking for as a judge? I'm looking for people to get buck. I'm looking for people to skate the biggest stuff out there. I'm looking for people to do tricks that I don't see often, stand out, be unique, good style, all the goods.
My name is Leticia Bufoni. I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. What I'm looking for today is, first of all, I'm looking for tricks, style, and I'm gonna cheat for my friends.
My name is Hart. I'm from Laguna Hills, California. Judging-wise, I'm looking for, obviously, difficulty of tricks. Style is huge for me, and it'd be interesting to see how you can use this park to your advantage. The run's gonna be tough to put together, but at the end of the day, I think it's really gonna be difficulty of trick.
All right, speaking of judges, we are here with Nyjah Huston, who is not going to be skating the contest today. Instead is going to be judging. Nyjah, thanks so much for having us here at your park. We're excited. Have you ever had an event here?
Not a proper one like this. I've always wanted to, and I've also always wanted to judge a contest, so I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see these guys shred. They're gonna kill it.
All right, so what are you looking for here in the park as a judge?
As a judge, I mean, I will be taking into fact with the run scores that this park is pretty hard to get a good run in because it takes up a lot of like leg energy, a lot of ramps you're going up and down and stuff. So I'm curious to see how the runs are going to go. As far as the best tricks, you know I want to see stuff on the big section. I'm going to be scoring the smaller rail and hubba pretty harsh because there is that option to do something bigger. And I know these guys, I know how good all these guys are, and I know whatever they can do on the small stuff, if they really want to, they can do it on the big stuff, so you got to go for it.
Well, and that's one thing that I think people from the outside may not see. They see it on Instagram or whatever, but that big section is really gnarly. So are you coming into this with your own bias of like, hey, you know what can be done?
I know how gnarly it is because I mean, even when I'm normally practicing here, I'm skating the smaller stuff. And if I was skating a contest here, then I would take whatever tricks I do on the small stuff to the big stuff. But I'm not just in here on the daily like practicing like nollie heel back tails down the big hubba because that thing's like, it's big. It's like, that's like a street hubba right there. It's pretty beast.
Yeah, that thing is diesel.
So I know what's up. People are gonna get rewarded for the big stuff.
They're gonna get the fair score from you. So who is your pick for the win here today? Prediction.
Man, if I had to pick someone, I'm gonna go with my boy Felipe because I was skating here with him last night and he was already killing it, already switch flipping into the big hubba and stuff, and that's the kind of stuff I want to see. And also probably Dashawn because I could see him putting together a solid run. And like I said, doing a solid run score on this park isn't gonna be easy.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for having us here. You know, we talked a lot about the course. Let's check out a course preview presented by Monster Energy.
Yo, what's good, guys? It's Nyjah Huston. We're here at the TF for the first ever SLS Unsanctioned. Let's check out the park, see what we got. We got this section right here, classic pyramid, not so classic, big ass bump to bar. Everyone's always scared to skate this thing, but I like it. We got the small rail, 6-stair rail and hubba. This is the main stuff that I practice and skate here on the daily, but you know, today isn't just a practice session, it's a SLS, so I obviously want to see people skating the big stuff over here, you know? We got the big hubba, big rail. This big rail is pretty gnarly. It reminds me of like a proper like street handrail. And then we got the big hubbas. This is the stuff that I would be skating in the contest, or the hubbas. This is where the points are. You got to go for it. I'm hyped to see what's going to go down today. I've always wanted to do a contest here at the park. So much gnarly shit's gonna go down. Let's go.
Thanks for that, Nyjah. And that's our course preview presented by Monster Energy. But before we kick things off, let's head down to the start deck where Spanish Mike is hanging out with a great friend of SLS. Not skating today, but hanging out watching the crew. We got Ryan Sheckler.
So here we are. We got Ryan Sheckler, OG SLS skater. Ryan, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. Just excited to see that the dudes are actually like holding events in their own parks, man. It's super cool.
What I was gonna say was, what do you think about this relaxed style format that they have going on?
I love it, man. It reminds me of like the OG SLS contest, you know? You got all the heavy hitters in here and kind of just going run and best tricks, and everyone's having fun, dude. It's a fun event.
So maybe we'll see this event at your park?
You know I'm down, 100%. Let me know when.
You hear it, SLS, man. We might be at Sheckler's Park, so thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, you let me know. Later, guys.
We're kicking things off with Felipe Gustavo. He's going to start us off in the run section. Again, it's 2 45-second runs. Best run counts. Felipe is in. Big frontside flip over the bump to bump. Oh, the nollie 180 flip getting away from him. Coming in switch at the hubba. Oh, switch flip back 50. That's always the tough thing about first runs. And this is interesting because there haven't been a lot of contests in the last year, so kind of dusting off those cobwebs. Coming in switch. Oh, going for the switch flip backside nose grind. And that is time for Felipe Gustavo, run number 1. Wow, all right, scores are in. Nyjah giving him a 2.5. Leticia at a 0.5 and Kelly Hart at a 0.5. Harsh critics. All right, Manny is in. 45 seconds on the clock. Nice frontside flip on the pyramid to start it off. Making his way at the hip. Nice nollie backside flip. Going back at the hip. Oh, unfortunately, laser flip getting away. He was practicing that one a lot. Oh, big spin board. That's kind of the Manny Santiago special. Impossible up the Euro gap. He's coming at that big section. Yes, making the kickflip frontside 50-50. And that is time right there for Manny Santiago with quite a dismount. All right, there's that dancing that I was hoping for earlier. That was a solid start. If he would have made that laser flip, I think we'd be seeing a big score. All right, it's going to be 6-6-6 from the judges. Next skater in, Matt Berger, coming from Canada. Right now, score to beat is an 18 posted by Manny Santiago. Tall crooked grind bonk. Really solid back lip. Oh, making the frontside flip. I like the kickflip into the bank, keeping things moving. Getting some good speed around that corner. 3 flip on the bump to bump. Oh, no! The nollie 270 getting away. He was putting together a great run. Oh, and that is time right there for Matt Berger. If he can put that together, though, that's going to be a really high score. Scores are in. 6.5 from Nyjah, 6.5 from Leticia, and a 7 from Kelly Hart. Next skater in, Carlos Ribeiro. 45 seconds on the clock. I'm super excited to see what Carlos brings. He can skate everything. Switch, regular, no problem. Oh, getting a little wild on that crooked grind. Tail slide to fakie. Oh, Oh, catching that 360 flip all front foot, kind of wrangling it back in. Nollie flip, backside 50-50. Oh, the Nollie 180 heel was looking so good. That's going to be time for Carlos Ribeiro. All right, scores are coming in. 6.5 from Nyjah, 7 from Leticia, and a 6.5 from Kelly Hart. All right, that's got Carlos and Matt Berger right now tied with scores of 20. And our next skater in is going to be Jamie Foy. Jamie coming from Florida. Oh, love that. Starting it off with a nice back over crook down the rail. Heel flip. Jamie's definitely more of a traditional street skater, but grew up on the contest circuit. Ripping kickflip front 50-50. Oh, that was huge. Gap to front crook over the pyramid. Big frontside 360. This is a great run right now. Gapping up. Hanging on to the front blunt. Putting together a full run. Man, that was great. That had everything that you wanted. The only thing I think he was really missing was a little bit more flip tricking, but see where the judges go. 8, 8, and 8. So right now, Jamie Foy is going to have a commanding lead over everybody else. All right, we are about halfway through our first round here. It's been amazing so far. Lots more great skating to come. Before we do that, we're going to head down to Spanish Mike, who's with our leader, Jamie Foy.
Jamie, how you feeling, boss? How you feeling after that run?
Feeling all right. A lot of bust up though.
Yeah?
Can't deal with the bust up.
Yo, what's up with the hip? I feel like everyone's having trouble with the hip area.
The hip is just, you kind of, oh really? Sick. The hip is kind of, you don't want to go too fast because you don't want to hit the booth and everything, so kind of set up in a bad spot, but we having fun.
Good run though, Jamie. Good stuff. I'll see you. Well, here you have it, Jamie Foy.
Thank you, Spanish Mike. We are halfway through the runs, and up next we have Kelvin Hoefler, a past SLS champion. Nice backside 360 to start it off. This guy knows how to put together a run. 360 flip over the pyramid. Coming in fakie at the hubba. Oh, going for the cab front nose. Nollie 360 up. Oh, looked like he was going to go backside nose blunt down the rail, but gets away from him. Back 180 nose grind, just to cap it off right there. Not the standard Kelvin run we're used to seeing. Kelly Hart gives a 3, Leticia with a 4, and Nyjah gives a 4. All right, next skater in, one of the most gifted skateboarders on the planet, Ishod Wair. Ishod, originally from New Jersey, now splitting his time between the East Coast and the West Coast. Ooh, a really good nollie heel from Ishod over the hip. Oh, nollie backside flip getting away from him. This is why we give him 2 runs, though, because we definitely want to see Ishod put it together. That's going to be run number 1 for Ishod Wair. We'll look to that second run score. Next in, we've got Dashawn Jordan, run number 1, starting things off with a nice 360 flip over the bump to bump. Oh, the laser heel flip getting away from him. He's got plenty of time, though. Dashawn is one of those great skaters that can skate everything here in the park. Making his way across, coming in fakie. Oh! Unable to get it, and the earphone falls out. Looked like he was gonna maybe go cab back lip on that, down the little rail. Dashawn coming all the way from Arizona. Oh, look at that effortless 360 flip 50-50 down the big hubba. Man, if he could have put the rest of that run together right there, he'd be looking really good. Scores are in from the judges. Nyjah 5 from Leticia, and a 4.5 from Kelly Hart. All right, next in we've got Torey Pudwill on run number 1. Starting it off with a nice back lip right there on the A-frame hubba. Solid frontside flip. Great to see Torey out here. There we go, nollie backside flip over the hip, hanging on to it. Torey has so much pop. It's almost explosive when he does tricks. All right, coming in nollie at the hubba. Looked like he was maybe going nollie flip. Crooked grind or nose slide. All right, making his way across. Nice backside kickflip up the Euro gap. Coming at the double set, and a huge nollie flip right there. Down the double set to end it off for Torey Pudwill. Man, that was a great look. I love that he's having a good time out there with a hippie jump at the end, but that was a great first run. So 7 from Nyjah, 4.5 from Leticia, and a 6 from Kelly Hart. And our last skater in for run number 1, Paul Rodriguez. Really rad to see him here at the SLS Unsanctioned. Starting things off with a nice back tail down the hubba. An absolute legend, 360 flip up the Euro gap, coming in switch. Switch, back lip down the rail. Paul is a skater who comes in with a plan, practices, and makes it happen. Everything has been well thought out. Nollie backside flip. Oh, nollie 360 flip. And that is time right there for Paul Rodriguez, run number 1. Look at that, ending it with a switch kickflip front board down the rail. I cannot believe that after all these years of being on top, Paul Rodriguez can still put it together like that. Scores are coming in. Wow, 8.5 from Nyjah, 8 from Leticia, and an 8.5 from Kelly Hart. Those are huge scores. Wow, so Paul Rodriguez at the top of the heap with a 25 overall. With our first runs in the books, our top 3's looking like Paul Rodriguez, Jamie Foy, and Matt Berger. But we've got one more run ahead, and we could see things shake up. We are blazing through these first runs. Lots more skating to come. Stick around. SLS Unsanctioned, brought to you by Monster Energy, proud sponsor of Street League Skateboarding since 2010. PowerDot, get 10% off with code VIP at PowerDot.com, and Guaranteed Rate. Mortgage rates are historically low. Save money at Rate.com today. Welcome back, everyone, to SLS Unsanctioned. With one run behind us, we've got Paul Rodriguez in the top spot, followed by Jamie Foy, and a tie between Matt Berger and Carlos Ribeiro. But run number 2 is about to get underway. All right, Felipe Gustavo dropping in for run number 2. Starting things off with a nice, lofty frontside flip over the pyramid. There we go, nollie 180 flip over the hip. Felipe is so smooth. Coming in switch at that hubba. Oh, switch flip backside nose grind down the hubba in the middle of his run. That is so incredible. Heel flip, all right, a heel flip up the Euro gap for Felipe. Coming in switch at the double set. Oh, the switch kickflip getting away from him right there. That would really, really help that score. He's gonna have time to get one more in. Unable to make it right there, and that is going to do it for Felipe Gustavo on run number 2, but man, he had some great stuff leading up to that. Scores are in 6.5, 7, and a 6. Definitely a better effort right there from Felipe Gustavo on that second run. All right, Manny Santiago dropping in for run number 2. Nice frontside kickflip over the pyramid to start. Nollie backside flip over the hip. Manny is looking good out here today. Oh, laser flip over the hip. He's looking really focused. Little baby ollie into the quarter pipe. Oh, front shove. Back 50-50 down the square bar. I like that. Getting a little pound action there from Felipe. Impossible slash 360 shove it right there. Up the Euro gap. Making his way at the big hubba. Oh, kickflip front 50-50. Almost looked like he was getting into a 5-0 right there, but that's going to do it for Manny Santiago on run number 2. Solid scores coming in for him, 7.7 and a 7.5 from Kelly Hart. Our next skater in, Matt Berger. 45 seconds on the clock. Matt was in our top 3 as we headed into this. Oh, that crook bonk hanging on. Nice front blunt. Back Smith down the big rail. You can really see it. All the skaters so far on runs number 2 are looking a lot more comfortable. The first run jitters are gone. Pumping around that corner, getting some good speed. Heading into the pyramid, nice 360 flip. Yes, making the nollie 360. Ollieing up, transferring towards the rail and hubba combo. Oh, the kickflip front blunt getting away from him. That's going to be time for Matt Berger on run number 2. Man, that was looking really good up until that kickflip front blunt. Kelly Hart giving that one a 7. Nyjah a 7, and Leticia with a 7 as well. Next skater in, Carlos Ribeiro. Starting it off with a nice back lip down the big rail. Back nose blunt on the bump to rail. Front tail to fakie. .360 flip at the Euro gap. Setting up nollie as he comes to that hubba. Nollie flip back 50. Man, he didn't even get into the 50, rode on top of the hubba. Kind of buckled when he got to the ground. Oh, the nollie 180 heel. That's going to be time for Carlos Ribeiro. We got a 4, a 4.5, and a 4. Dropping in next, we got Jamie Foy. Run number 2. Oh, backside over crook. Down the big rail to kick things off. Love that heel flip, kind of getting a little shifty in there up the Euro gap. Jamie Foy, originally from Florida. Oh, the kickflip front 50 getting away from him. Almost looked like his board kind of locked up on the rail. Lots of time left. Coming with a lot of speed. Wow, huge gap, front crook, popping out. And a big frontside 360 over the hip. Jamie coming in again with a lot of speed. Nice gap up on the quarter pipe. Oh, and a front salad down the big rail. That is going to do it for Jamie Foy. With a solid second run, we saw him fall on that kickflip 50-50, but the rest of that run was really solid. Scores in 6, 7, and a 6.5 from Kelly. After 5 runs, we are seeing Paul Rodriguez still in that top spot with a score of a 25. Second place right now, Jamie Foy with a 24. Manny made his way up there into third with that 21.5. Matt Berger outdoes himself into a 21. And Carlos Ribeiro is going to keep that first score. But we've got 5 skaters left. We'll see if things shake out differently. Let's check out this PowerDot recovery science moment, and let me show you some of the ways PowerDot can help you with your injuries.
Thanks, Andrew. So I've been asked by my skaters, why does an ankle injury or a sprained ankle hurt so bad? Well, it's because it fills up so much with inflammation that it causes pain. And it's the furthest area away from your heart. So it's really hard to pump that inflammation out of that area. In comes Power Dot. You've heard RICE, rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Now those things help, but this tool is one of the best. I use it every day in my office. It's H-Wave, and it pushes out swelling better than any device I can think of. You put the first big square pad, the brain, you stick it right on that hot pocket area. This is the area that usually swells up the most with inflammation. Then what I like to do is I put one of the round pads right above it and one right above the other round pad, and that helps create a pumping sensation and pushes all the inflammation out of the ankle. Use that Power Dot, help flush out the ankle, and your ankle's gonna rehab that much faster.
Welcome back, everyone. We are halfway through our second runs. Let's check in with Spanish Mike, who's down on course with Manny Santiago.
All right, guys, we got Manny Santiago here. Second run is finished. Flawless run. Let's see how he feels about it. Manny, how do you feel about that run?
I feel good. We're having a good time. Everyone's killing it. We're just vibing off each other. Felipe did switch flip crook down the hubba, so I felt like I had to stay on my board and hold on, and I did, and I'm hyped, and I can't wait for the singles.
So when you put together a run, do you like know exactly trick for trick, or do you kind of like wing it in the middle of the run if you feel like one trick didn't connect with the other? Like how do you like connect a good run?
I try to stick to the plan. Sometimes in the moment though, if I'm really feeling it, I'll just throw the wild card and try a harder trick than I planned for, and then see where it takes me. So that I did that. We got the run in, we got the solid, and now we got to build up for the singles.
Are you looking forward to this best trick section?
Oh, this is the best part. This is where the show goes on, in the best trick section.
Well, you heard what he said. He said the show goes on, so hopefully we're gonna see a great show, guys. Back to you, Andrew.
Thank you, Spanish Mike and Manny. We're taking our best run out of 2, and then we're gonna move into our best trick section where we are gonna take the top 2 scores. So let's get back into it with our next skater, Kelvin Hoefler. Now back on course, starting off with a nollie 180, 50-50, crooking up the hubba and into the bank. That was a lofty kickflip up the Euro gap. Wow, a huge half cab crook down the rail. Kelvin also looking more comfortable on his second run. 360 flip. I think we had a little bit of a deck check right there. Oh man, cab front nose. Kind of smacked his arm on the ground. And that's gonna be time right there. All right, scores in. 6 from Nyjah, 6 from Kelly Hart, and a 5.5 from Leticia. Next in, we got Ishod Wair on run number 2. Ishod starting off nicely right there. Back tail, big frontside kickflip. Oh, back heel getting away from him. When Ishod is on, he is so comfortable. I love that right there. Kickflip up, just cruising across the park. Look like nollie heel getting away. Nollie heel nose slide. Onto the top and oh my God! Kickflip into the quarter pipe. That came out of nowhere. That was the wildest trick of the day. We need to take another look at that kickflip into the quarter pipe. That was one of the raddest things ever. Oh, that one was gnarly, but we're going to leave it up to the judges to decide. I love that. Scores are coming in 6.5, 7, and a 7. I think everyone's dumbfounded by that kickflip. All right, next in, Dashawn Jordan, run number 2. Starting things off with a nice 360 flip over the pyramid. Oh, stomping the laser heel. Dashawn, such a versatile skater. Coming in fakie. Making the cab back lip. We saw him miss that one on run number 1. Good to see him cleaning it up. Big frontside 360 up the Euro gap. Coming in at the big hubba. Effortless looking 360 flip 50-50. Man, that is a really solid run right there. All right, scores are in. 8 from Nyjah, 8.5 from Leticia, and 9 from Kelly Hart. Really solid scoring. Oh, and look at that. Dashawn Jordan now at the top of the 25.5, pushing Paul Rodriguez down into second place. With 2 skaters left, Paul being one of them, it's going to put the pressure on. But before we get to Paul, Torey Pudwill is back on course. All right, nice back lip on the A-frame hubba. Oh my God, I cannot believe he held on to that frontside flip. His front foot was like dangling in the air, nollie backside flip. Torey is one of the most wild skateboarders on the planet. Nollie flip back 50-50, yes! Backside flip up the Euro gap. Man, it is great to see Torey putting it together. Coming at the rail. Oh, Susky grind down the rail. That was a great run from Torey Pudwill.
Yeah, that was a crazy solid second run for Torey. That back salad down the rail, that was insane. Torey, great work, my man.
Scores are coming in. 8 from Nyjah, 7 from Leticia, and a 7.5 from Kelly Hart. Dude, that was great. Torey, that was a great run. How you feeling, man?
I'm tired, but good. I wasn't expecting to get all my tricks, but you know, that's the purpose, right?
So is it nerve-wracking being out here? You haven't been out here in a contest for a minute.
In a minute. No, it's not nerve-wracking, you know. It's really fun and laid back, you know, especially like we're at Nyjah's TF, you know. It's like a natural habitat here, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, great skating, man. I'm really excited to see what you got for best trick.
Oh, thank you so much, dude.
All right, now Paul Rodriguez dropping in for run number 2. Really nice backside tail slide. Look at that hustle right there from Paul. Oh, hanging on to the 360 flip up the Euro gap. Catching that one by the toes. Coming in switch backside lip slide down the rail. Trying to hold on to that speed. Nollie backside flip over the hip for Paul. Coming in nollie. Oh man, that was beautiful. Nollie 360 kick flip over the hip. Coming in switch. Switch kick flip frontside board slide. An incredible run from Paul Rodriguez. I can't wait to see the scores on that one. 8.5, 8, and an 8.5. Really good scores for Paul Rodriguez. Paul is looking good out there today. Wow, runs number 2 were absolutely incredible. Dashawn Jordan inching his way ahead of Paul Rodriguez with that 25.5. Paul Rodriguez now in second place, and Jamie Foy in third. But a lot can change because we still have 4 best trick attempts ahead. Let's head down to Spanish Mike, who's hanging out with our current leader, Dashawn Jordan.
Yo, we got Dashawn Jordan right now. He just finished his second run. I'm going to see how he's feeling. Dashawn, how you feeling, man?
Feeling way better. The first run I kind of like blew it a little bit, but I was stoked to put something solid on the board.
Okay, you ready for this best trick?
Yeah, that's my favorite part. Just going for it. Just try to do what you can, get there, and just go all out. So that's my favorite part of the contest.
Are you going to let us know what you're going to try, or should we just wait and see?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna see what's good, see what I'm feeling. I gotta even try. I haven't even tried or practiced any tricks for like that section.
I feel it works that way. I feel like sometimes you just gotta wing it.
Yeah, hell yeah. You already know. That's how you gotta go. You can't. Once you get past the line part, which is the hardest part for me, everything else is pure fun.
Well, let's have some fun, man. That was Dashawn Jordan. His second run was done. We're going to see him in the best trick section.
But we've still got 4 best trick attempts ahead. There's no telling who's going to take it. Stay tuned to find out. SLS Unsanctioned, brought to you by Monster Energy, proud sponsor of Street League Skateboarding since 2010. PowerDot, get 10% off with code VIP at powerdot.com and guaranteed rate. Mortgage rates are historically low. Save money at rate.com today. Welcome back, everyone, to SLS Unsanctioned, presented by Monster Energy. We are 2 runs in right now and about to crack into our 4 best trick attempts. But before we do that, let's check in with Spanish Mike, who's on course with Paul Rodriguez.
Welcome, 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 man. We got P-Rod, OG SLS skater. Let's see how it feels, man. Paul, welcome back to the contest scene. I want to see, what are your thoughts? How do you like this relaxed format?
It feels good to be back. I mean, I haven't skated a SLS event in a good 4 years, so that feels amazing. Yeah, I like my first event back being kind of more of the relaxed format, unsanctioned, so it's pretty good. Having fun. I haven't seen a lot of these guys in a long time, so I'm just grateful to be here. Happy to be here. Thanks for asking, Mikey.
Yeah, well, you got 2 solid in runs. How do you feel about those runs?
I'm happy that I got 2 solid in runs. They felt really solid in, and I feel really happy about how solid they were.
Paul, how do you feel about your 2 runs that you took?
Feel good. I mean, I landed everything I wanted to land, so you can never be upset with that. I felt like I was able to clean up my second run, do it a little better. So I'm happy. Feels good.
This man killed it, all right? This man killed it. Give him his points. We're going to the best trick section. Let's go.
So I guess here you have it, folks. We're going to the best trick contest. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I know he's excited. We're all excited. All right. Back to you, Cannon.
I love it. It's getting wild down there. Thank you, Spanish Mike. We are about to kick off best trick, starting things off with Kelvin Hoefler. Kelvin going for that sugar cane. Did not make it happen. That one is going to be a 0. But he's still got 3 more attempts. Next skater in, Felipe Gustavo. Oh! Going for a nollie flip crook, but he gets into a nollie flip nose slide. All right, let's see what the judges think about that one. Scores in for Felipe, 19.5. It's going to get him a total of 39 right now. Carlos Ribeiro coming in switch. Look at that switch backside Smith grind right there. So dipped. Super well done from Carlos. We're going to need to take another look at that. Look at the way he gets into it. All that weight on the back foot. Dips it down perfectly. Carlos killing it out there. All right, let's see what the judges think about that one. 21.5 for Carlos Ribeiro. And our next skater in is going to be Ishod Wair. Coming in nollie. Ooh, that was about to be a nollie flip tail slide. 0s from our judges. Next skater in is going to be Matt Berger. Berger getting some speed through that corner, gapping over to front blunt. Oh, and then a front blunt to fakie. Looked like he was going to go flip out or big spin. All right, scores in 4, 4, and a 3. Manny Santiago coming in. Oh, Manny Santiago making that right there. Very heel flip backside 5-0. We got to take another look at that one. Look at the way he got onto the rail right there. Amazing job, Manny Santiago. All right, Manny scores 7.5, 8, and a 7.5. And next in, we got Torey Pudwill in attempt number 1 in best trick. Coming at the big stairs and a big backside 360. Classic Torey Pudwill right there, losing the hat. There's another look. Super well done. That double set is gigantic. Nyjah goes 7, and he knows this park better than anyone on the planet. 7.5 from Leticia and an 8 from Kelly Hart. Next in, we've got Jamie Foy. Jamie coming in fakie. Wow. That was amazing. Scores in 22. Moves Jamie Foy into second place with a 46 overall. Paul Rodriguez dropping in for attempt number 1. Switch backside kickflip down the double set. It literally could not have been any better than that. The judges are feeling it. Scores in 8-5, 9, and a 9. We're going to need to see another look at that one right there. That was perfect. Look at the way he got that rotation all the way around. It was textbook, and the judges are rewarding him for it. Let's check in with Spanish Mike, who's got Ishod's reaction to Paul's first trick.
It's amazing. He's one of the reasons why I started skating. And he's still a beast. It's amazing. That's awesome. That's sick.
I told you. It is what it is. You see it. You saw it.
All right, Dashawn Jordan, best trick attempt number 1. 360 flip 50-50. Oh my God, that was the Nyjah Huston request right there. We need to see that again. I cannot believe he rolled away from that. It almost looked like he got on their toe side. Wow. Unbelievable. First try, Dashawn Jordan. That was amazing. And a big score from Nyjah coming in at a 9. Leticia Bufoni also with a 9, and a 9.5 from Kelly Hart. Wow, that is a great score. Kelvin dropping in for attempt number 2 at the big rail. Oh, look at that. Going for the sugarcane, unable to make it happen. That's going to put him in a tough spot. Next skater in, Felipe Gustavo. Nollie flip, frontside nose slide down the little hubba. That was perfectly done. Scores are in. We've got a 7.5 from Nyjah, a 7 from Leticia, and a 6.5 from Kelly Hart. Next skater coming in, Carlos Ribeiro. Coming in switch, making his way at that hubba. Oh, going for the switch backside nose blunt. It's going to be zeros from the judges for Carlos. Next skater in is going to be Ishod Wair. Coming in at the double set. Wow, he was so close to doing that. He said he missed his pop. Scores in, zeros from everyone, but I think everybody here wants to see Ishod make his next tricks. All right, Matt Berger is in for attempt number 2. Coming at the little rail. Oh, looked like he was going for that big spin flip front blunt. Unable to get it, judges giving him a 0. Manny Santiago dropping in for attempt number 2 at the big rail. Oh, he's going for the big heel board down there. Looking at Nyjah. Why'd you make it so big, man? Because he's gnarly. Manny, that's why. He's going to get a goose egg for that one. Next skater in, we got Torey Pudwill on attempt number 2. Coming in, Nollie. Oh, Nollie flip frontside 50-50 down the square bar. That is so difficult. Judges like it 7, 7, and 7. Next in, we got Jamie Foy dropping in attempt number 2. Gapping over, front crook, popping out early with the front shove. Oh, man. All right, judges' scores are in 8-5, 8, and an 8-5. Here's another look. You can see him ollieing over the pyramid, getting into that front crook, and then popping out early with the shove. That is so difficult. We got to check in with Spanish Mike and Torey, who just watched Foy's front crook shove. Guys, what do you think of that?
The boys don't play. The boys don't play.
They're not playing today, folks. They're not playing.
What do you think of that? That was pretty incredible.
Yo, the pop in, the pinch, the pop out. There's a lot of popping in, popping out, shoving. It was definitely
pinch. I didn't even see him try that.
First try Foy.
First try Foy.
First try Foy. He don't play games. And that was a back-to-back right there. What more you want? Right here, look.
Told you I got your back, dog.
Yeah. He's not playing games.
Nah, bro, you gotta get the homies' backs. And Dashawn landed the tray grind, like, stuff's going off, man.
I just told Torey, I said, first try Foy. You ain't playing around. First try Foy.
That's second, though.
Well, let's just say it's first.
I appreciate it.
You know what it is, man. We got the boys out here having fun, man. Back to back. It's just all love, man. Back to you, Cannon.
Up next, we've got Paul Rodriguez coming in for his second attempt. Wow, going for the switch backside big spin down the double set. Zeros from the judges. All right, Dashawn Jordan dropping in for attempt number 2. Oh, man. Front 270 switch front board down the rail. No problem. Dashawn is looking really good out there today. Scores in 6-5, 7, and a 6-5. We've got 2 tricks under our belt, but it is definitely not over because it's all about your top 2 scores, and with 2 more best tricks ahead, there's no telling who's going to take it. Let's head down to Spanish Mike, who's got Matt Berger with him.
I got a question. How do you like the relaxed format that they got going on?
I think it's refreshing for sure. Competition's getting a little too serious these days, so it's nice to kind of have a reset for sure.
Well, it seems like it's prime time, so I want you to get back and handle your business. Yo, Andrew, back to you, folks.
Thanks, Spanish Mike. We are about to start off our last 2 attempts in best trick, starting with Kelvin Hoefler. All right, it's attempt number 3 here for Kelvin Hoefler. Look at that cab front nose to fakie. So well done. We're going to need to take another look at that one. Wow, look at how amazingly he does that. So comfortable all the way around, right onto his nose. Turns out fakie. Scores are in 6-5, 6, and a 6. Felipe Gustavo getting ready to drop in switch for attempt number 3. Coming at that big hubba. He got a good flick right there, but unfortunately it looked like he stuck a little bit, sending him all the way to flat. He's going to have one more try to make that happen. Pressure is on. Up next, we got Carlos Ribeiro coming in at the hubba switch. Amazing. I cannot believe he just did that. Switch backside nose blunt down the hubba. So perfectly done. Let's have another look at that one. Look at the way he's over top of that. So comfortable looking. Scores in 8, 8-5, and an 8-5. On deck, we got Ishod Wair. Dropping in and coming at the double set. Oh, going for a big spin instead of that big spin heel flip. So that unfortunately means Ishod is not going to be able to post 2 scores in the best trick section. All right, Berger coming back in for attempt number 3. Big flip front blunt down the rail to fakie. All right, here's another look at that right there. Big spin flip front blunt down the square bar. Making it happen. He took it to fakie. Scores are in. We got a 9, an 8.5, and an 8.5. That is a really difficult trick, and the judges are showing you that in their scores. Next in, we got Manny Santiago on attempt number 3, coming at that big rail. Oh, going for the varial heel board slide. Unable to get it. That is going to be 0s from all of the judges. That's going to do it for Manny Santiago on attempt number 3. Torey Pudwill, attempt number 3. Dropping in nollie. Oh, huge nollie flip backside 50-50 down the big hubba, and that hubba is big. Score of a 24 for Torey Pudwill. Jamie Foy dropping in for attempt number 3. Coming at the big rail. Oh, look at that grapefruit grind. That one is so difficult. 180 into a switch feeble grind, all the way over the top of the rail. We got to see another look at that one. That one is so difficult because he has to 180 over the rail, locking into a switch feeble grind. And look at that, the way he took it to switch. Amazing, so much control. Scores are in 8, 8, and an 8. 24 overall. And that means that Jamie Foy and Dashawn Jordan are now officially tied for first place with a 73. Next in, we've got Paul Rodriguez. Paul dropping in switch. Oh, so close on the switch big spin. I think the entire skate park just got so upset together. All right, 0s for the score. Next in, we've got Dashawn Jordan. Dashawn coming in nollie at the little rail. Oh, nollie inward heel front board down the rail. Unable to make it, but Dashawn's looking really good right now. All right, Kelvin dropping in for his last try. Oh, it goes for that backside sugarcane. Unable to get it. And that is going to do it for Kelvin Hoefler here today at SLS Unsanctioned. All right, Felipe Gustavo about to drop in for his 4th and final attempt here in best trick. Dropping in switch, coming at the big hubba. Switch kickflip backside nose grind down the hubba. That was unreal. I cannot believe he made that right there. That hubba is so large. We need to see a replay of that. All right, look at the way he flicked it right there. Caught it so nicely. All on the nose, all done switch. Man, 9.5, 9.5, and another 9.5. Judge is rewarding him right there for putting it all on the line. Next skater in is going to be Carlos Ribeiro. Carlos coming in switch. Wow, trying to go for that switch flip back nose blunt. So that's not going to do it for Carlos Ribeiro. Next skater in, we got Ishod Wair. Going for the switch 360 flip. That's going to do it. We love seeing a shot out here, though, always. Highlight of the contest, I think, was that kickflip in off the top rope. Matt Berger is coming in for his last attempt. Oh, so close. Going for that front blunt kickflip to fakie. I think he would have gotten a big score for that. But unfortunately, that is going to do it for Matt Berger. Manny Santiago coming in for his last attempt. He said he needs to make this. Varial heel flip 50-50 down the rail. There is nobody else on the planet who can pull that out and do that on a round rail with the pressure last try like that. Absolutely incredible. Here, let's take another look at that. The way that he flicks it, gets into it on the round rail, the balance, the amount of control and the precision needed to make that happen is next level. There is nobody who can do that in a competition like Manny Santiago. He said he needs 9s. Are they going to do it? We got a 9 from Nyjah. We got a 9 from Kelly and a 9.5 from Leticia Bufoni. So score is in 72, and Manny Santiago now in third place, pushing Torey Pudwill down. Torey Pudwill coming in for his last attempt. Going for the nollie flip nose grind, unable to get it right there, and he takes a harsh slam. That's going to do it for Torey Pudwill. Next in, Jamie Foy, who is currently tied with Dashawn Jordan. 73, he's got to put something down to get himself ahead. Oh, so close! On the fakie front crook down the rail. Unfortunately, unable to make that one, so that's going to result in a 0 from our judges. We have 2 skaters left, Dashawn Jordan and Paul Rodriguez. Paul dropping in currently in 8th place. He needs to make this if he wants a shot. Oh, and he doesn't make the switch back big spin. The entire skate park shedding a tear right there. Really wanted to see him make that happen. That's going to do it for Paul Rodriguez, but an incredible performance out here this weekend. As we get into our last attempt with Dashawn Jordan, can he do it? It all comes down to this. Unable to do it. Oh, all right, we're going into sudden death, and this is how it's going to go down. Now, Dashawn and Jamie are going to go trick for trick until we get a winner. The difference here, though, is that Dashawn needs to get a 20.5 or better, and Jamie needs to get a 24.5 or better because of the way their lowest scores are. All right, this right here is Jamie Foy's first attempt in sudden death, and he needs a 24.5 or better if he wants to beat Dashawn. Oh, and unable to get it right there. That's going to leave the door wide open for Dashawn. Dashawn in sudden death, going for his first attempt. He needs a 20.5, and he has to make this trick. Oh, and he makes it! The laser flip down that double set. That is massive, and he absolutely stomped it. Here's another look at that. Look at the way his feet were set up. Man, he caught that before those bottom 4 stairs with that front foot. That could not have been done better. Right when he needed it. Scores are in. Well, Nyjah's trying to figure it out. We get an 8, an 8, and an 8. And with a total score of a 77, that means Dashawn Jordan is your SLS Unsanctioned Champion. Let's take it down to Spanish Mike, who's with him right now.
How you feeling, champ?
Pretty good, I'm stoked. That sudden death is pretty sick. That needs to happen at every stop now. When it's a tie between first and second, just sudden death.
Were you nervous at all?
Hell yeah. Come on, bro. That's Foy. Dude, that was, at any moment he could have landed that. It was definitely nerve-wracking. I wasn't like, I didn't feel like I had it. I had to still skate, you know what I mean?
Well, guess what? You had it. Dashawn Jordan, congratulations. This is amazing.
Yeet. And our Monster Energy highest scored trick goes to Felipe Gustavo with the 28.5 for the massive switch flip backside nose grind down the big hubba. For myself and everyone here at SLS, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in. I'm your host, Andrew Cannon. Make sure you guys all wear those masks, stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.